Welcome to your extra shot of sunrise. I'm Carlos, along with Lindsay, Julia, Jalea, and special guest star Matthew Fultz joining us here. His first day on Sunrise. So what did you think, Matthew?
It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
All right, that's what he says day one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Just kidding.
It's all positive. It's all great. You guys are a great group of people.
Yeah.
You know, only downfall was getting up early, but.
Well, yes, we know about that downfall. Tell us where you're from and where's your family?
I'm from Richmond, Virginia. Worked my first 2 markets out there. Richmond was my home market. That's my hometown. Been in Virginia my whole life, so coming out here, this is a whole new culture shock. Not culture shock, but
It's a little different.
the weather was culture shock. That's for sure.
Really?
It
You think
was-
the weather
yeah.
is? Because I feel like every time I get on Instagram and there's like snow, Matthew is the one person at the station that's like, I welcome this, I love this.
It's a novelty for now,
yes,
though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like new to you, but just deal with it for 30 years. You're like, oh, this is terrible stuff. So you came, and by the way, he was very sought after by several stations here all over the Midwest, and so we were happy that we could nab him. And I enjoyed talking to you in the interview process, and we all did as well. But what do you love most so far about Indiana?
Oh, man. Probably just, for me, there's just a lot of stuff to do. I don't know if, folks who, have been here for a while can agree, but for me, it's just like you got the sports scene. There's a lot of great, restaurants. The zoo I want to visit soon. And you guys are so close to so many major big areas. Chicago, Louisville, St. Louis. So it's like, it's kind of like that, big city feel, but also a small town.
Yeah, get around.
No, and I drive up 135 every day on the way to work. I drive up Illinois Street through downtown, and I love how our city is big. It's got that big city feel, but it just feels like everything's right there, and it feels just like it's so well planned out, and you're gonna have so much fun. And if you're a sports fan, this is a great sports city. And some people say, well, every sports city is a great sports city. No, LA is a terrible sports city. Atlanta not that great. Atlanta not that great. Atlanta not that great as far as sports cities go.
What are you talking about? I think it is. I will have to say that I know that you're looking for a lot of things to do. What helped me a lot, I love to eat. I think you do as well.
Yeah.
So like that's always my things. I'm always in the morning talking about like food recommendations. So what types of food do you like, so we'll know which kind of recommendations to throw your way?
I like everything,
Oh, okay.
Italian,
Okay.
sushi, big sushi guy. I've been to like 3-4 different sushi places already.
Okay.
Okay, wait, I'm sweet. She's salty as far as our preferences. What do you? If I said bag of chips or a donut, what would you go for?
It's tough.
Both.
I'd go with both.
Okay.
man.
Okay, all right.
But it's tough. It's so tough.
All right.
Well, we're going to give you some warmer weather this week, so we're glad you're here. Glad to have you on Sunrise especially. And tell us about this great warm-up we have this week.
I would love to.
Yes.
Yeah, this is going to be fantastic. Kind of looking ahead at the St. Patrick's Day holiday for temperatures that are going to be about 20 degrees above average. But I wanted to start with this because you may have noticed the sun not up yet. It's been coming up close to 7 a.m., but because of that time change, we're just now starting to see it peak over that eastern horizon. Beautiful sunrise, by the way, today, but it's not going to officially come up until closer to 8 a.m. We are currently looking at temperatures that have been in the 30s so far today, 38 now. We're going to get back to around 62 later on today. We'll be in the 60s both today and tomorrow, but check this out. 71, partly cloudy and pleasant for St. Patrick's Day. Of course, we're going to have a lot of NCAA March Madness games going on Thursday in downtown Indy as well. So just kind of plan ahead. Make sure you have something to do outside so you can take advantage of this lovely weather that's going to shape up here.
1994 was my first St. Patty's Day parade working in media, working for WZPL back in 1994. And it was t-shirt and shorts. And I'm like, this is every St. Patty's Day is going to be just like this. And the next year it snowed, So I'm just happy that we have, the 70 degrees there. So that's very cool.
Yeah.
Well, talking about a little sports here and the NCAA Tournament this week. So if you're a Purdue fan, you're already looking ahead to Friday night. That's when the Boilermakers will be starting as they take on Yale in Milwaukee. Tip-off for that game, you're going to have to get off early, 2 p.m. on Friday afternoon on TBS. And it won't be long before IU is back on the court. The Hoosiers are playing in the first 4 game tomorrow night in Dayton, taking on Wyoming. So tip-off for that one, a late night, 9:10 tomorrow night. This is Indiana's first NCAA appearance since 2016.
I'm kind of bummed that Purdue did not get a play here in Indianapolis.
I know.
You know, they
Yeah.
got to go all the way to Milwaukee. It's going to be snowing in Milwaukee, you said, on Friday.
Yeah, snowy,
so
like 32. They got the bummer end of the deal.
Purdue should have been
otherwise.
right here
It's
at
fine.
Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
They're playing inside. They'll be
Yeah.
okay.
True.
They'll be okay, yeah. Well, since we are talking about the NCAA tournament, there's actually a group out of Delphi where they gather to talk about basketball. This is called the Delphi Bracketology Club. So they gather in the home of Brian Tonsoni, I think I'm saying that right, who is an IU basketball super fan, a high school teacher by day. And the club has become really popular. So all these students that gather, they get their computers and really just go to work. They have debates on which team should be in, and they have to back it up with facts. So really, yeah, I love that. Turns out that they make some pretty good decisions too, because back in 2016, Delphi Bracketology had the most successful bracket in the entire country. I love, so when I'm like, oh my gosh, they're just debating about sports in this, and I'm like, that just sounds like that could just go so left. But I love that they have to actually back it up with like, because everybody always swears that their team is the best. Like, but what do you have, like, what science do you have behind it to be like, show us the record. So I do like that.
The numbers
But,
do not lie.
Yeah.
And
There
you go
go.
by colors.
Precisely, yeah. At colors, or if I'm like, oh man, like, or my once, my mom would be like, oh, well, I have a cousin by this name. Like, we, you know, that last name runs in our family, so like we're related to them. So let's go with that. So I can't just go with that. But are you doing a bracket this year?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I gotta
okay.
do one. Yeah, me and my friends, we always do them. Usually a lot of like workplaces do like a little pool.
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like
yeah.
that, but
We may or may not, can't say it officially here, but yeah, I mean, so look, give me your, I mean, do you have
Oh,
a
no.
favorite sports team that you follow?
so that's the thing. I don't.
Okay.
I've always been a big NBA fan.
Okay.
My favorite player is LeBron, so I gotta say I'm one of those folks that like kind of follow him wherever
Yeah,
he
so
goes.
you're- yeah,
but
fair-
I'm not rooting for the
A
Lakers.
fair weather fan is what they call that.
But college, you know, I do like watching college basketball,
Okay.
but I don't. It's so many games, I don't have time to keep up with them. But during March Madness, I kind of just make my picks, you know, based on the percentages, what other people say, or I might just, you know, go with a quick guess.
Well, you were wearing Purdue colors today, so I think you might be an honorary Purdue
Very
fan.
nice.
You can
Yeah.
root for Georgia State, Purdue, IU, or
Georgia
IU.
State.
Even though she went to Ball State, I've
Yeah.
brought her over to the IU side. So
Yep.
there you go.
There you go.
All
Well,
right.
Wait, I got. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I did go to VCU, so we haven't made
Okay.
that good Final
Shaka
Four
smart.
run
Yeah.
since
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
2011,
There
but-
you go.
Someone in the comments, though, I do want to. Greg Simpson says, "Hey, we didn't mention that Wabash College is in the Final Four of Division III basketball
Good.
happening
Oh.
in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So hey, shout out to them."
And the
Yeah.
IUPUI ladies are
Yes.
in the women's NCAA basketball tournament, and
Hey.
so is IU. I don't know if Purdue is. I apologize. It is not, but I do know that IU and IUPUI are in
You got
as
a
far
lot
as the
of-
ladies
lot of honorable mention
with
going
the
on.
women's
Love
tournament. So there you go. Just when you thought it was safe to go back to the NFL, by the way, Tom Brady has decided to come out of retirement. Come on. And he announces it like during the selection show
Right.
Yeah.
for the NCAAs. He announced it yesterday that he's returning to play for Tampa Bay this fall. Brady retired just 40 days ago. Just 40 days ago. But then he just gets on Twitter last night and he says, you know what, I realized that my place is still in the field, not in the stands. He says he loves his teammates and his supportive family. I think Giselle was like, you need to get out of the house. This will be his 23rd season in the NFL. He led the Buccaneers to the Super Bowl and a win in 2021. Before that, he won 6 Super Bowls with the Patriots. I think that he was burnt out after the season. He had that tough loss against the Rams, and he's like, I'm done. And now he's kind of reconsidered. I think he's got like a few more years. I don't think it's
I
just
agree.
one more year. So, and
I'm surprised about the retirement
Yeah.
since he, you know, with not going to the Super Bowl. I'm like, he's got, you know, he'll be back and.
yeah, and I told you guys, I mean, it is good news for the Colts because we are in the market for a quarterback, and that's one less team now looking for a quarterback. I'm
Okay.
trying to give the glass half full on that.
I saw this also too earlier today. That says you leak his retirement, he will just come back and redo the announcement a year later. So basically, y'all spoiled it when he did this because we knew well before he actually formally announced. So he's like, "Will you steal my thunder? I'm just going to come back and I'll do it
probably
again."
true.
Yeah.
I was like, why are we trying to scoop him? You know, when
Yeah.
it was like, the sources say, and I'm like,
What
he
sources?
will tell
He's
us.
the
He
source.
will
He's
100%
the-
let us
He
know.
will let us
Yeah.
know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this edition of Extra Shot. A great week in store for us this week, so
That's
go out there
right.
and enjoy it. Have a great Monday. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Take it easy.